never would have come through.
Mm.
So it feels good to me when I can see that and be like, oh, see, there it is. Sometimes it's a little stressful when you can't see the gift yet. Like,
True. And
you know,
sometimes you can't in the moment, but I mean, what like a beautiful way
yeah.
to live it to even just have that perspective to see the gift in the situation and to be an energetic match to receiving that. Like that's so
Yeah.
powerful.
And sometimes it really is the law of polarity, like right in your face, right? Like, if we think about crazy things that are happening around the world right now, it's almost like the law of polarity showing itself to you right here. Like, this is what you don't want, people, right? Like, so what are you going to do? Right? And
Uh,
so it gives you an opportunity to go either, oh my God, I so don't want this. I better do something to not have that happen. Or I need to change things somewhere along the way, right?
For sure. And I always think like one of my favorite teachers is Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham and that message, right? And when we know what we don't want, we know what we do want. And then our job is to like turn our attention to that because
Oh,
that's a new vibration. And that I like that always stuck with me because that's so life changing and a big way of how I live. It's like give my attention to what I want to see more of. And it's in the polarities there, I think, to help us recognize, okay, like I don't want that. That's not working. So what is it that I do want? And let my focus be on that.
oh, totally. And it was I was with Esther Hicks 2 weeks ago in Seattle, and it
Wow.
was amazing. Right? It was so funny because I saw a feed. Something you posted a quote or something. I was like, Kara, I'm here with Esther.
Oh, that's amazing.
But she talked about staying in mutuality with your higher self and consciousness, and that is your only goal, is to be in mutuality with that energy, that frequency. And like any time where there's a large amount of people gathered somewhere, there's going to be one or two crazy people, right? And there was a gentleman who was a little bit like off kilter, but to me, like, some people are like, oh my God, that guy's energy is totally ruining everything. And it's like, he's here to show you the difference, right? Like, and
Yep.
you need to hold space with Esther and Abraham and be like, no, that's not what we're here for, right? And so I always think, like, I always now think, what is the gift? I didn't always think that way. That is something that is probably new to me in the last, I don't know, probably year.
Yeah, it's so powerful though, and I remember when I was getting certified in the records as well. One of the things that I like explored in that space, and kind of one of the messages I received was that there are no such thing as blocks. And at that time,
Mm.
I was doing a lot of work around that. In my business, like helping people release blocks. And so it was funny that like I heard that message, but then at the same time I heard it doesn't mean that the work you're doing isn't important. And, the clarity I got around that, or even discussing it with my mentor at the time, was that, well, there really isn't blocks, but here on the earth plane, it's like our ego or our minds can experience things as blocks, but the reality is they're not there.
Right? I found that really difficult too. When somebody, I can't remember who it was, that presented me with that kind of theology that there are no blocks. And I was like, oh my God, my whole business is based around blocks. Like, I got nothing now. Like, and then, he was like, okay, well, hang on. I'm not saying that the ego doesn't generate them, right? Or, the subconscious doesn't generate them, but
Yeah.
really there aren't any. What we do as humans to create them, totally there, right?
So true. So
But
true, right? Like,
they're not
yeah.
really there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's powerful. It's
We
funny,
make
right?
up.
What the mind creates.
I know, like, we make up so many stories, right? I was having a conversation with somebody today. I was like, I'm trying to figure out if this is just a story I created or if this is actually true, because I'm not sure right now.
We do. We gotta watch, right? Like us all, the stories that we're creating because they really do dictate the experience that we're having. But thankfully, we can always choose a new story. We can choose again.
Totally. Yeah. Oh, so good. So good. So tell us, if somebody is interested in working with you, Kara, tell us how they can get in touch with you. Like, what does it feel like to work with you? How does that work?
Sure. Yeah. So my website is spiritualgoddesses.com. I actually have a free gift on there as well called Manifesting with the Cosmos. So anybody who enjoyed this discussion today and you want to go deeper into that, you can start there. I also do readings as well. So if you haven't had a birth chart reading, it really can be a life-changing experience to connect with your soul blueprint, connect with that energy. If you have had birth chart readings, I also offer a look at what's happening in the cosmos right now and how that's affecting you. So basically a look at the current snapshot of the heavens, what's going on and what that's meaning for you and helping you work with those transitions in your life and truly learning to work with that energy so you can see it as a gift and you can see how you can manifest within it and offer clarity at times where you may be like feeling a little bit stuck and overwhelmed. Astrology is really good for stepping in and saying, okay, let's help you get some clarity on that. So I do offer readings and then of course more in-depth programs around it too for anyone wanting to go deeper into manifestation and co-creation and working with this cosmic energy or the Akashic records. It's all connected when we are able to access that space of the Akash, the space of the cosmos, and align with that. Our life starts to flow so much easier. It can be so much easier than we've made it out to be.
Right. And do you work with people one-on-one or in groups, or what do you do?
Yeah, so I do offer one-on-one as well as groups. So I have a membership site that I do as well, and this is for anybody that wants to go deeper in astrology, deeper in the Akashic records with that intention of co-creating with the universe. So you learn how to explore that space of the records. You learn how to manifest by working with astrology. You learn how to manifest by connecting with your spirit team, your angels, guides, and ascendant masters. So I do have that membership site that I do, and then I do one-on-one more in-depth mentoring programs and as well as the readings too. So quite a few things, but it's centered around manifestation, co-creation, and just truly tapping into the magic of the universe and the magic that you hold within you.
Oh, sounds amazing. Sign me up. That's fantastic. And so what was your website?
Spiritualgoddesses.com.
Nice. And do you have an email address or anything like that?
Yeah, it's Kara at spiritualgoddesses.com. So you can reach us there, Kara at Spiritual Goddesses.
That's nice. I love that. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Yeah, this has been amazing. I love this conversation. I need to get you back on here, like I think every 3 months, and give us a little update on what the moon is doing and how that's affecting our bank account, I think.
I'd love to come back. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's too much fun. Are you offering any, like, do you do retreats? Do you do anything like that? Or you're just like kind of like coaching?
Yeah, no retreats as of yet, but I do see that in my future for sure. I would love
to do that. Oh my God.
I know. I'm feeling the call more and more. So I put it out to the universe. I'm going to see how it's unfolding and maybe even adding that as like an option into some of the membership sites or group programs that I have. But I'm definitely feeling that would be amazing. Some astrology retreats on the beach would be lovely.
Oh my God. I'm like, we need to talk.
Yes. Oh, that would be fun. Setting that intention though. So maybe soon, maybe next time I'm on here, there'll be a retreat planned.
Good. Sounds good. All right. So if anybody out there wants to connect with Kara, you are spiritualgoddesses.com or .ca? I can't remember. .com.
Yeah, spiritualgoddesses.com. On Facebook as well. You can look up Spiritual Goddesses or just Kara Melendi. You can follow me or send me a friend request. I do a lot from my personal page, lots of astrological updates and messages on manifestation.
Nice. Awesome. Connect with her. This lady knows her stuff like I've never experienced before, and she uses real language, like not you don't have to understand all this stuff to get the information that will help you navigate your life. And I can't recommend her highly enough. She's even just to have a conversation. She does like Facebook Lives and stuff on Instagram. So if you want to catch her messages for universal energy, you should do that. And it's just a fun thing to do. And who doesn't want to manifest your future and co-create a new reality? Like I do. I'm doing that all the time.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Michelle. I really loved this conversation. You're amazing, and this was a lot of fun. So thank you for having me on.
Thank you for joining us. So don't forget, we're here every Monday, 6 o'clock PST, live. You never know what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it, and who I'm going to talk to. But we are here every week at 6 o'clock to talk money, manifestation, universal energy, co-creation, and maybe sometimes we'll talk taxes. I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you later, everybody.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.
Coach on Fire Radio.